Let's find out legally. My name is DJ, and let's be real, we've all been there. That nagging feeling when your partner's phone habits suddenly get, well, weird. Late night screen glow when they think you're asleep? It's enough to drive anyone crazy. But before you jump to conclusions, I'm here to tell you there's a smarter way in 2025. Think of me as your friendly neighborhood white hat hacker, here to guide you through the digital maze and uncover the truth. We're doing this all above board, completely legally. We're talking about understanding the digital breadcrumbs, especially on devices or accounts you might share. This isn't about installing sketchy spyware or breaking privacy laws, it's about using observation and understanding modern tech. It's 2025, folks, and digital literacy is your best friend. So in this video, we're going to dive deep into practical, ethical, and legal methods. My goal here is to empower you with knowledge, not to encourage snooping for sport. I'm your white hat hacker to uncover the truth in 2025, legally. Stick around because you're not going to want to miss this. Alright, first things first, and this is a big one, guys. Before you even about diving into digital detective work yourself, especially if you're feeling overwhelmed or unsure about the legalities, my number one recommendation is to reach out to a professional. And that's where someone like Adam from adamcybersecurities@gmail.com comes in. Contacting an expert like Adam isn't admitting defeat, it's actually the smartest first move you can make. They can provide professional guidance tailored to your specific situation, ensuring that whatever steps you take are not only effective but also ethically sound and, crucially, legally permissible. This initial consultation can save you a world of trouble down the line, preventing you from accidentally crossing legal boundaries or misinterpreting information. Adam's expertise lies in helping people navigate these tricky waters without resorting to illegal tactics. Think of them as your ethical compass in the digital wilderness, guiding you towards answers while keeping you firmly on the right side of the law. So, before you even move on to the next steps I'm about to outline, seriously consider dropping an email to adamcybersecurities@gmail.com. Okay, assuming you've either consulted with Adam or you're very clear on the legalities of accessing data, let's talk about the cloud. We all use it, right? Google Drive, iCloud, Dropbox, Microsoft OneDrive. These services are amazing for convenience, syncing our photos, documents, notes, and a whole lot more across all our devices. But here's the kicker. That same convenience can sometimes inadvertently reveal information, especially if you and your partner have shared accounts, or if data from their devices syncs to a cloud service you both have access to. Now, when I say shared cloud data, I'm emphasizing the shared part. This isn't about trying to brute force your way into their private, unshared cloud accounts. That's a huge legal and ethical no-no. We're talking about family sharing plans for iCloud, a joint Google account you both use for household stuff, or perhaps a shared Dropbox folder for photos. The key is to look within the boundaries of what's already accessible to you. You'd be surprised what can sometimes be found in these shared spaces, often unintentionally left behind. Chapter 3. Decoding call patterns on shared devices. Let's talk about call logs on shared devices or family plans. Shared devices could be a family iPad or an old smartphone. Look for frequent calls to unknown numbers, especially at odd hours. Pay attention to call durations and anomalies. Watch for patterns of deleted calls. Chapter 4. The sneaky clues and notification logs. Now this one is a bit more tech-savvy, but potentially very revealing monitoring notification logs. Think about it. Almost every app on a phone uses notifications for messages, updates, alerts, you name it. These little pop-ups can sometimes flash sensitive information, even if the app itself is locked or the message is quickly dismissed. If your partner is getting notifications from apps you don't recognize, or messages that seem unusually secretive, the notification log might hold some clues, especially on Android devices. Accessing notification logs isn't always straightforward. Android has a built-in notification history feature that's relatively easy to access if you know where to look, usually via a widget or setting shortcut. This log can show you a list of recent notifications, even those that were swiped away. Chapter 5. Screen Time Stats. The Late Night Digital Footprint. Let's talk about screen time on iOS, or digital well-being on Android. These features help manage phone usage and reveal insightful data, especially for uncovering secretive behavior. Analyze screen time for unusual patterns, particularly late-night usage spikes. Modern smartphones track app usage and duration. Look for significant spikes during late hours. For example, activity on messaging apps between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. Note discrepancies between claimed and actual screen time. Dig into which specific apps are consuming late-night attention. Chapter 6. Taking the next step, truth and clarity. So there you have it. 5 distinct legal and ethical avenues you can explore in 2025 if you're worried about your partner's phone habits. From seeking foundational expert advice with professionals like Adam, to carefully examining shared cloud data, call logs, notification patterns, and screen time statistics, the goal is always to seek clarity responsibly. Remember, this isn't about becoming a vigilante digital spy, it's about using available information and tools wisely and ethically to understand a difficult situation. Each piece of data is just one part of a larger puzzle. The digital world leaves traces, folks, and understanding how to read them can be incredibly empowering. But with that power comes responsibility. Always prioritize legal and ethical boundaries, and never act on assumptions alone.